What is your favourite Civic Type R? That is a great question to start an hour-long debate. It seems that not many people would say this, the FN2, but I wouldn't be so sure. It's unbelievable that it's been 50 years since the Civic came out, and in later years the sporty Type R variant gave this little hatchback some much needed boost. And what a boost it is! 9,000 RPM is what this clock goes up to, and that's an incredible number, more kind of the number that you'd think would be on a motorbike than on a hatchback. The handling is also unlike anything else I've ever driven before. You feel really planted, but also like at any second you could get understeered into an early grave. It really is a thrill in the truest sense of the word. This car certainly has a lot going for it in the looks department too. Its angular wedge-shaped design, triangular exhaust tips and arrow-shaped door handles have really stood the test of time. But many shun the FN2, they prefer the previous EP3. And while the EP3 was less likely to murder you on a bend, it was lighter, it was also pretty bland and more prone to rust. So I'm sorry, EP3 lovers, and I'm still casting my vote for the FN2. Before the approaching angry mob kick my door down, it's worth saying that if you're buying one of these, there are a couple of things you might want to consider. These K20 engines are excellent, certainly one of the most reliable petrol engines I can think off the top of my head. You do occasionally hear of a stretched chain, but thankfully snapping seem rare. These gearboxes do suffer from synchro issues, however, which can give you crunching, normally between second and third, and I speak from experience when I say there's nothing really more embarrassing than when you're going to overtake some little polo and your gearbox grinds itself down to a piece of dust. If your Civic is on a 60 reg from 2010 or newer, or any age in Championship white, you will have a factory fitted limited slip differential. I've not actually driven one of those, but I've only heard good things about them. And so if I was going to be buying another one now, that would be the one that I'd go for. Don't make the mistake I once did of accidentally buying a Type R. This is a Type R GT and it has, among other things, front fog lights and aircon. Honda removed those on the normal Type R, which saved 100 kilos and was 100% more pointless. I wouldn't bother buying it, just make sure that you go for the correct GT spec. I'm also blown away by just how much effort has gone into the design of this car, whether it's the dash clocks, the heater controls, every detail, every button, every curve is different from the other, and they all come together to make something beautiful, a work of art. This is also where the story of the K20 engine ends. Honda later opted for turbochargers for the Type R, which just didn't have the same excitement as the naturally aspirated engines. Out of all of the other hot hatches that were on the market at the same time as this is going to be the one that I'd go for. Its aggressive styling and space-age interior are certainly quite different, and the drive is guaranteed to put a smile on your face no matter what. Get one while you can though, prices are creeping up and they probably won't stay around this mark forever.